Good afternoon. Various categories of word classes. The part of speech as group for our convenience are not that the words in a particular group have a particular function. The nouns can have the function of verb, answer, and play under the label of noun are verbs also. They can be made adjectives in combination like answer sheet, plaything, playfully is an adverb. Round can become noun, verb, adjective, adverb, and even preposition that become demonstrator and conjunction. Since is an adverb and conjunction, most of the adjectives become adverbs with a process. Closed system atoms. The words grouped under A have closed system, that is the sets of atoms are closed in the sense that they cannot normally be extended by the creation of additional members. It cannot be expected that a new article or pronoun or demonstrator could be profound or thought of. Therefore, these words could be listed with their members, if any, in a closed system. There are only three articles and four or five demonstrators. The interjections denote only one idea, irrespective of its various utterance. The conjunctions could also be listed and the number would act go beyond 30. It is the same case with we were dealing. It is the same case with preposition, though many phrases could be created with the combination among the preposition and conjunction. From the list, these atoms are said to constitute a system is being reciprocally exclusive, that those of one constitute category can seldom be used in another category except a demonstrator that which can be used as conjunction and a subject. Similarly, the WH words could be used as conjunctions and relative pronouns. Secondly, it is less easy to state the meaning of any individual atom than to define it in relation to the rest of the system. Open class system. The group B comprise open class. These have the same grammatical properties and structural possibilities as other classes in a group. The number of words in the group could could indefinitely be extended. New atoms are constantly being created, and it is not possible to make a final list of all the nouns in English. Since new objects in the nature are always discovered, new names for those objects are coined. Thus, the vocabulary constantly grows. The numbers of nouns, that is, the words in English, has grown from 2 lakhs to million in a century. In fact, it is not that new words could always be coined in every class or of the group. The number of words could always be here. Very verbs are limited to above 300 and above 200 words are said to be in a constant use. Moreover, the auxiliaries are limited in the to a dozen, which are deemed to be verb particles. There is a little scope for the expansion of the number of the adjectives and adverbs, though new atoms could be thought of number of adjective and adjectives. The closed and open system are deceptive labels in the open system. No classes in the group is exclusive of the others. One class could be transformed into another with some or with or without grammatical process. Then stative and dynamic. Some general characteristics could be observed among the open classes. The adverbs are in one of the relation with the adjectives. Broadly speaking, nouns and adjectives can be characterized naturally as stative and verbs and adverbs could be labeled as a dynamic. In fact, most of the items are dynamic. It is said that verbs know which does not accept progressive aspect in static, but it can know what does not accept progressive aspect in static, but it can accept the aspect in its non-finite state. There is no sense in knowing the life of the Stone Age. These are taken to be non exceptions. There are many exceptions, and English grammar specifies them. It is important to know those exceptions. The grammatical process has enabled the atoms in the classes to have multiple functions. So, if wrote can be a finite verb, writing can be infinitive, a noun and adjective. Proforms. The names of the parts of speech are traditional. It is not a safe guide, yet it can guide us to the extent of 90%. Exceptions cannot become rules, and if we are to know the nature and function of each word in each structure, no grammar book is necessary. Therefore, with these traditional labels, they are best understood in terms of their grammatical properties. The basic structure traditionally defined can help us to understand the exceptions better perform and substitution of words for other words. The best example is about the pronoun. Pronoun can be used in place of noun. A noun once introduced need not or should not be repeated in the succeeded sentences. So pronoun is used for that. For example, the man invited the girl because he liked her. In the second part, he liked her. He stands for the man and her stands for that girl, which is already mentioned. It looks awkward and inappropriate to say again the man liked the girl in the same sentence, so or in the subsequent sentence. John searched the big room and the small one. If we use small room, repeating room again, it seems stereotype and unattractive. So, one, the pronoun stands for room. In the case of adverbs also, some words replace them and they are called proforms. Proforms means John searched the room and the John searched the big room and the small one. Small and one. One stands for the room. Here, as in this case, it stands for the adverb, and so such forms is called as proforms. Mary is in London and John is there too. Mary arrived on Tuesday and John arrived then too. John searched the big room very carefully and little one less so. As prediction, the do become the example of proform in most of the pro-function of verbs. Example, she hoped that he should search the room carefully before her arrival, but he did not do so. Here, do stands for the whole predicate. In the course of conversation, do saves much time and use of words or act of repetition. Such type of the proforms or examples of the proforms are here. Then after we have to move towards the function of words. We will continue in the next part. Thank you. Good day.